if yun na lang yung maging team namin for our science vlog? Sa bagay, Rangers naman, they protect and conserve the environment. So as Science Rangers, we are concerned about the changes and development in science and technology. Tama! Good idea! Tapos para kami may mga powers. Pew pew pew! Lah! Bakit nag-blackout?
Systematic.
Scientist.
Change.
Evidence.
Ancient.
Creation.
Knowledge.
Conservation.
Anything.
Quality.
Solution.
Environment.
Methods.
Development. Theory. Explanation. Innovation.
Conclusion.
Investigation. Experimental.
Significance.
Advance.
Verify. Data. Findings.
Observation.
Biodiversity. Academic. Research.
Earth. Technology.
Hypothesis. Biosphere.
Society.
That are some words that interconnected with science. Now, let's define what is science.
The systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation, experimentation, and the testing of theories against the evidence obtained.
Science is the pursuit and application of knowledge and understanding of the natural and social world, following a systematic methodology based on evidence.
It originally came from the Latin word scientia, which meant knowledge, knowing, expertness, or experience. There are 4 characteristics of science.
Focuses on the natural world.
Relies on evidence.
Goes through experiment. Passing through the scientific community.
What is technology?
Technology is the application of scientific knowledge to the practical aims of the human life, or as it is sometimes praised, to the change and manipulation of the human environment.
Etymologically defined, the word technology comes from the 2 Greek words, techne and logos. Techne means art, skill, craft, or the way, manner, or means by which a thing is gained. Logos means word, the utterance by which inward thought is expressed, a saying or an expression.
We are done to define what is science and technology. Now, let's proceed to the top 30 interesting and fun facts about science and technology. Hi, I'm Science Red Ranger Mac, and I will give you some interesting and fun facts about science and technology. Number 1. Did you know a crocodile cannot stick its tongue out? Crocodiles have a membrane that holds their tongue in the place on the roof of their mouth so it doesn't move. This makes it impossible for them to stick it outside of their narrow mouths. That can be handy for the reptile when snapping its jaws shut rapidly. Number 2. Did you know a shrimp's heart is located in its head? If we will base on the exact anatomy of a shrimp, its heart is located on its thorax just after the head. But of both of the head and the thorax are covered with a single exoskeleton only. That is why the shrimp's thorax can be mistaken as still part of the shrimp's head. Number 3. Did you know it is physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky? The reason that many people believe that pigs can't look up is because they don't have the ability to look straight up. Pigs can tilt their head up and they can look at the sky sideways. Number 4. Did you know water makes different sounds depending on its temperature? If you listen very closely, water sounds slightly different when being poured at different temperatures. According to an NPR article, heat or lack thereof changes the thickness of the water. This changes the pitch of the sound it makes when it's poured because the heat comes from the water molecules moving faster. Number 5. Did you know more people have mobile phones than toilets? Out of the 7.7 billion people in the world, more than 6 billion people have access to a mobile phone, compared to only 4.5 billion people who have access to a working toilet.
Hello everyone, I'm Science Blue Ranger Leo, and I will give you some interesting and fun facts too about science. Number 6. You can draw a line 35 miles long using pencil. In 2007, Discover magazine claimed that a regular pencil can write 45,000 words and draw a line 35 miles long because it holds enough graphite to draw and to write those words. Fun fact number 7. The longest living cells in the body are brain cells, which can live an entire lifetime. Although our bodies are continuously replenishing their cells, some just stick around for a longer time than the others. The longest living cells are called neurons. Neurons are unique because of the fact that the mature cells oppose division to create new cells after development in the fetus, while other cells in the body die and regenerate. Many neurons remain the same throughout a person's lifespan. On average, the body cells are replaced every 7 to 10 years. But those numbers hide a huge inconsistency in lifetime across the distinct body organs. Fact number 8. The human brain is 78% water. This means that dehydration, even as small as 2%, can have a negative effect on brain functions. Dehydration and loss of sodium and electrolytes can cause acute changes in memory and attention. To prevent any loss of body or brain function, take steps to keep your body properly hydrated. Fact number 9. The smallest dinosaur to exist is called Microraptor. Why? Microraptor, which means small teeth in Greek, gets its name from being the smallest known species of raptor dinosaurs, or dinosaurs with bird-like qualities. It's also currently the smallest of all known dinosaurs, weighing about 2 pounds and only a foot tall. Fact number 10. The Sahara Desert isn't that sandy. The Sahara is actually mostly rock, not sand. In fact, it is just 30% sand, the remaining 70% being mostly gravel. The rest of the desert comprises sand, seas, stone plateaus, soft flats, arid valleys, mountains, rivers, streams, and oases.
Hi everyone, I'm Science Pink Ranger Angge, and I will give you some interesting and fun facts about science. Number 11. Candy floss was invented by a dentist. It is often sold at fairs, circuses, carnivals, and festivals, served in a plastic bag on sticks or a paper cone. They also call the candy floss as fairy floss. Number 12. A human can sweat around 26 gallons in bed every year because when it's hot and humid outside, this moisture becomes what scientists call an ideal fungal culture medium. Number 13. Did you know that there are 100 folds in a chef hat? Because according to Bon Appetit, it's often said that the number of folds represents the number of ways you can prepare an egg. Number 14. Did you know a medium-sized cumulus cloud weighs about the same as 80 elephants? Because scientists have measured the water density of a typical cumulus cloud as 1/2 gram per cubic meter. That equals 5,000 million grams of water or 1.1 million pounds or 80 elephants. Number 15. Did you know that there are earthquakes on the moon? And there's popular belief that earthquakes are more frequent when the moon is close to full.
Hi, I'm Science Green Ranger Kaiser, and I will give you some interesting and fun facts about science and technology. Number 16. Did you know a single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to cook 100,000 pieces of toast? If you consider that each bolt of lightning contains more than 5 billion joules of energy, then the average is 1,000 watts. Two-slice toaster could be powered for 84,000 minutes with just one strikes. That's just enough time to toast about 100,000 slices of bread, bagels, English muffins, and whatever you prefer. Number 17. Did you know dolphins sleep with one eye open? The left eye will be closed when the right half of the brain sleeps, and vice versa. This type of sleep is known as unihemispheric sleep, as only one brain hemisphere sleeps at a time. Number 18. Did you know when helium is cooled to almost absolute zero, it becomes a liquid with surprising properties? It flows against gravity and will start running up and over the lip of the glass container. Number 19. Did you know it is impossible to hum while holding your nose? It is because when you hum, you are actually exhaling. So if your mouth and your nose is closed, the air can escape. Although you can hum for a brief few seconds or two, you will be forced to open your mouth and catch your breath. Number 20. Did you know starlings can sound like your phone? Starlings are especially astute imitators of bird sounds that have whistled film, like the sound of killdeer or quail.
Hi, I am Violet Ranger Trisha, and I am here to give you more facts about science. Number 21. Did you know an individual blood cell takes about 60 seconds to make a complete circuit of the body? The average heart pumps about 70 milliliters of blood out with each beat, and a healthy heart beats around 70 times a minute. Number 22. The average human body carries 10 times more bacterial cells than human cells. The human body contains trillions of microorganisms, outnumbering human cells by 10 to 1. Number 23. The known universe is made up of 50 billion galaxies. All in all, Hubble reveals an estimated 100 billion galaxies in the universe or so, but this number is likely to increase to about 200 billion as telescope technology in space improves. Number 24. Human saliva contains a painkiller called opiofen that is 6 times more powerful than morphine. Opiofen is one of the few naturally produced compounds in the human body that extends the body's self-defense mechanism against pain. Number 25. Gorillas and potatoes have 2 more chromosomes than humans do. The fern called Ophioglossum reticulatum has 1,260 chromosomes. Humans have 46, chimpanzees have 48, and yes, potatoes also have 48.
Hello everyone, I am Science Yellow Ranger Nicole, and I will give you some interesting and fun facts about science.
Number 26. Did you know that if you drilled a tunnel straight through the earth and jumped in, it would take you exactly 42 minutes and 12 seconds to get to the other side? The gravitational force acting on a traveler would increase or decrease depending on how far they were from the Earth's center. It is greatest near the surface and zero at the center. This exertion would take roughly 42 minutes to complete in its totality. At the center of the Earth, our traveler would be moving at a speed of 7,900 meters per second. If there were no friction, there would be no energy loss, so our traveler could oscillate into and out of the tunnel. Number 27. Did you know that grapes light on fire in a microwave? Bossy in a show host Derek Muller bought whoop in a spotlight of the grape's fireball. The study came to the conclusion that the little skin connecting the bridge is not important. Researchers discovered that by placing 2 entire grapes side by side in the microwave, you may also create a fireball. Number 28. Did you know that the average mammal takes 21 seconds to empty its bladder? The average time for both animals and everything, including humans, was around 21 seconds. Naturally, this varies depending on how much they have consumed and how long it has been since
they last trained it. The key is gravity, not some enigmatic shared gene or common ancestor. Number 29. Did you know that there was a prehistoric dragonfly that wings spanned more than 2 feet? Meganeura, a species of dragonfly, was the largest insect ever known to have lived on prehistoric Earth. It flourished in the late Permian period, some 300 million years ago. The wingspan of this dragonfly was about 30 inches, about 2.5 feet or 75 centimeter, which is about the same size as crow and weighs about 400 grams according to estimates. Number 30. Did you know that Einstein's brain was stolen when he died? Harvey painstakingly took notes and took pictures of the brain. It was apparently lighter than the norm for men Einstein's age when he weighed it at 1,230 grams. The brain was subsequently divided into 240 pieces, which he photographed and from which he even ordered a painting. Harvey drove the brain across the country in an effort to donate bits of it to the interested researchers, insisting that his motivation was purely scientific.
We're done to the interesting and fun facts about science. Now, let's proceed to the last part of our blog, which is the informative interviews. And the question is, how does science aid you as an educator of science subject?
Hi there everyone, my name is Sir Ryan Mercer from the Manila Times College of Subic, and one of the students from Gordon College asked me a question regarding science and how does it help me as an educator. So let me emphasize on two things. So first, as we know, science is the systematized body of knowledge, and because science teaches us to become systematic and organized, for educators, this is very helpful because it helps us organize ideas and thoughts first before we are able to start creating our lesson plan or daily lesson plans for our learners. So it's easier for them to understand the lessons that they're going to have. Okay. Second, since we use science to solve daily problems, and science develop us to be able to solve daily problems using our knowledge. So sometimes there are instances or situations wherein we didn't get to plan ahead of time, and it will really happen as an educator. It will happen from day to day inside the classrooms that you are teaching. So if you are a really good problem solver, so you will be able to adjust and adapt to those kinds of situations.
Hi, my name is Robbie Mostoles and I am teaching science subject for almost 8 years. Well, actually, science was not my favorite subject back then. But when I started learning, teaching, and loving science, I realized that this subject plays a vital role in everyone's life. Science helps us understand everything that is happening around us. And as an educator, this subject continuously helped me improve and develop my knowledge and skills. And it becomes easy for me to impart, to share, to teach my learners the science concepts, for these science concepts can be applied in real life situations. Science helps us teachers to produce learners who are critical thinker, who are innovative and globally competitive. Because of these subjects, science, producing 21st century learners is possible for us teachers.
Good afternoon. I am Mrs. Christian F. Avenia, a licensed teacher from Real Angel Study Center. How does science aid you as an educator of science subject? Science subject develops students' scientific inquiry skills, values, and attitudes. As an educator, science aids to provide and develop students' curiosity, honesty, most especially their critical thinking. Since science always provides evidences, I should use relevant events as a basis of science instructions that could touch interest and curiosity of my students. From this, my students are encouraged to take more active in figuring out how it works rather than being taught lessons by a certain teacher. Always remember, experience is the best teacher. Thank you.
Science can definitely help me in explaining why do things happen and apply it in real life situations. from the changes that are happening in the environment, inside and outside the classroom, science paves way to unlock students' curiosity. As a science teacher, I am more confident in answering questions and give examples that are evident and can be observed. Being a science enthusiast, it is also a skill on how will you be able to motivate your students to be interested in such a difficult subject. From providing them activities that can show solutions on certain scientific problems, and being able to enjoy experimentation and observation of certain phenomena while being able to share and explain the learned topic to other people to spread knowledge and awareness.
And that's the end of our vlog. We hope that you learn a lot from us. And just a reminder, we are the Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management students and Science Rangers. We do believe that science, technology, and society is not just only a subject in college, but also we should learn and know about the importance and relationship between that. Again, we are the Group 1 and the Science Rangers signing off. Science is everywhere.
Science is everywhere.
Science is everywhere.